Before then, let me go over to beta here. So, we don't actually start unlocking the Britannia stuff till down here. And to do that, we have to do this quest and then this quest. What do we need to do in order to unlock this quest? I think it looks like there are 3 lines coming off this quest. It looks like this one, and maybe this one. This one's actually really easy to do. We just need a bunch of wheat. And so, you know what? Let's go in here. Let's request some dirt. We'll take just 1 dirt. We'll take 1 set of crop sticks, which we don't have, so we'll just use the sticks we've got in our inventory. We should have a mattock lying around. We do. We'll take that as well. And we should have a bunch of bone meal now over in one of these chests, thanks to the fact that our mob spawner actually works now. And also, how are these doing? We have got so many legendary reward bags. That's actually fantastic. The ender is useful because it's used in a bunch of crafting recipes. Iron leggings, not so much. I guess we can smelt it down into iron. Doesn't make it too bad. The black lotus is good for Britannia. The trans tubes are nice, I guess. Icosahedrons are good. Obsidian's good. Iron sword, not so much. The armor is probably hit or miss. Heal boost when equipped. Sends nearby ores. I guess we're not wearing a helmet, so I guess I can put that on. We should do some pack openings. Jade's good. What's that going to get me? Health boost when equipped, not too bothered, mostly because we get night vision from our current boots, although our current boots are kind of on their way out. They are going to run out of durability somewhat soon, and so we should start looking for a replacement pretty quickly. Knockback, water breathing, as well as provides illumination. I don't know what provides illumination means. I assumed it meant night vision, but it doesn't at all. It doesn't mean night vision. Anyway, we'll come back to those a little later on. For now, let's grab some bones and let's make a bunch of bone meal. We're going to use that bone meal to get a bunch of wheat, and then we should be good to go. You can smelt the armor for gold. Really? Is this true? If that is true, I feel like a bit of an idiot because we've thrown so much of it away. But let's throw like the iron sword in there, and then let's also throw the iron leggings in there. Okay, is this ready? It's not in there anymore, it's in here. We'll take that, We will craft up some crop sticks. We've already got, oh no, we don't have any seeds. Let me quickly also get some seeds as well. And we could, if we wanted to, do the same thing with normal seeds as we did with the redstone seeds. We can get them up to 10, 10, 10 with agricraft and get some wheat seeds that are just crazy good at producing wheat. They grow super fast. You get more wheat every time you use them. But for now, we don't really need it. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to get my mattock, my crop sticks, and that seed that we just got. I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. I'm going to get a ton of bone meal, and we're going to do something like this. And we're going to make sure that we have that. And I'm going to go, which keys is it? It's that one. There we go. And then we also need to, like, pulverize all this wheat. So there we go. Is that the first part done? It is. So we need wheat flour, which I'm pretty sure we can get by just doing something like that. That's going to get us normal flour, which is not at all what I was after. Can I just craft it into wheat flour? Is that how that's done? Okay. Well, all right. We can now smelt this into bread, I guess, which is nice. So I'll put that in there, and that should smelt up into a bunch of bread. While we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and do this for a little bit more because Isaac is a fool and did it wrong the first time. Okay, there we go. Let's craft all those up into some wheat flour. That's going to have that other part of the quest complete. That's got us a bunch of bread, and then all we got to do is smelt that bread again, and that should get us quite a bit of, that should get us some toast, and that should complete every quest, every part of this quest. We also get 16 toast sandwiches. Oh no, we might need 2 lots of toast, actually. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you need 2 pieces of toast for 1 toast sandwich. So we are going to need the extra that we made. But thankfully, we made 18 more wheat flour, which I'm pretty sure. Can we smelt this into bread? We can. So all we got to do is, once this is done, we'll put our wheat flour through and put that through again. And it should be good to go. It should be good for us to craft all this stuff up. Let's get ready to put this in. So I don't want any of the ores getting in before we do. And then real simply, take our toast, craft it like so. That's going to get us 8. It's really good at hunger and saturation, which is pretty cool. And then all we got to do now is just get 16 of them, and we're good to go. And I think that might be the last quest we need to do. We might also have to do the sugarcane quest. What do we need for sugarcane? I'm assuming we crossbreed with something else. Carrot seeds and normal seeds. Okay, I'm pretty sure that we actually have carrot seeds already. So we do. Let me try and get some sugarcane seeds. It shouldn't be too hard for us to do. We are going to need some more dirt, and we are going to need a bunch more sticks as well. We can get sticks from all of the oak that we have in our sawmill, so that shouldn't be too hard whatsoever. Dirt is acquired. All right, so the same thing we did before. This time it won't take anywhere near as long, though, because we're not doing anywhere near as much of it. All we're trying to do is crossbreed once. We're not trying to crossbreed to get to a specific stat. We're just crossbreeding to get a new seed. So hopefully it should take like 1 or 2 tries. That's like the best case scenario. Also, let's put this bread in real quick before we move on to some other stuff. There we go. All right, so carrot seeds we will put right about here. Do we need sand for sugarcane? We do. Okay, so we don't want this. You want to put sand in instead. But here we go. We'll put that down like that. We'll bone meal these up to full growth. And then we'll go and grab our watering can. And we'll see what happens. So now, let us see sugarcane seeds. Fantastic. That should be a quest complete. Also, let me just like, I don't need all this sawdust that we've got. So I'm going to turn my magnet off and just kind of throw this out into the void. Also zombie brains, and I guess like a little bit of sulfur as well. We can get rid of that. So that's all done there. The toast is also done. Let's craft that up into toast sandwiches. That's 2 quests completed at the same time. So we'll take you, and we'll, oh my gosh, look at this. We'll take you, and we'll take you, and we'll take you. We're missing 1 slot for that red heart. Do we... Oh, it's a different reward bag. That's why. Okay, let me, like, do that. And then let me drop that. And try and pick up these bricks. There we go. Okay, I'm not too bothered about the sticks. They can despawn. The heart can also despawn. Did we get a good reward bag for that? We got 2 basic reward bags, so no is the answer. Not really. Okay, so we did complete a bunch of quests there, but the good news is we unlocked the mystical white quest. And so we can now start working on a little bit of Britannia in a second here. But for now, before we do any of that, first things first, let me dump some stuff into this chest. What do I want to keep out of this? I want to keep that. I want to move the gear cast. I want to keep these because we'll go to the nether to open that stuff up. Everything else can pretty much stay where it is. I'll keep my apple juice. But yeah, for the most part, all the rest of the stuff in there I'm not too bothered about. What did we get? Portal gun, that's actually kind of fantastic, and the printed circuit board is actually also really good. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to use the portal gun for, but I'm pretty sure we can move it, like, not like that. With G? Yeah, we can move chests around a lot easier now. Although before we were just using the cardboard box, so I guess that wasn't too hard. We can't move everything. I probably shouldn't be trying to move too much stuff, because it's probably going to end in stuff just breaking. We can also put down portals, which is nice. You know, we can go through the portals to maybe make life a little bit easier. We might want to do something like this, and then like maybe, I don't know. I don't think we can put it there. Maybe like this, so that we can just very easily get. Oh gosh, that didn't really work out too well, did it? So we can. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. You can't. Okay, you can't really get away with putting portals on the floor. I guess we could do like one of those and just kapow, so we can get backwards and forwards to this chest easier. It's a very short trip, I will admit, but it does make life a little simpler, and we can still access our smeltery through the portal there, which I thought might have caused some kind of problem, but seems to be working fine. Alright, let us go through to the nether and see about opening some chance cubes. What should we open first? Should we open the icosahedrons first or the chance cubes first? Got both. We got a lot of freaking chance cubes actually. It's a little crazy. Let's go 1. Actually, we'll open these one at a time. Oh, don't kill me! Don't kill me! We don't die in the nether. Okay, we got. Ooh. Okay. Diamonds. I want the diamonds. There was some coal there that we didn't get, and there was some diamonds that we also didn't get, but we don't die in the nether, so that's fine. Ooh, bookshelves are good. I think that's actually a quest complete, although it might be a crafting quest, so I guess not. That actually all looks... Oh, that's my inventory. I was going to say, that all looks really good. The reason it all looks really good is because it's all my inventory. I'm actually real glad. Do we need dead bushes for anything? Let me check real quick before I just throw them all out. Use. We can use them to make dry pasture seeds, which might actually be useful. And I guess they're also a possible use in nature seeds? So you know what, sure, I'll take a few of these. There we go. Okay, and then we'll throw this down as well. Oh gosh, my armor. Oh god. Okay, no, I don't want to throw those out. Oh gosh. Okay, let me, oh my goodness. Throw that out. You, and you I want on. Where's my helmet? Is that somewhere? Did I? I had a helmet. Oh, it's there, right? Okay. Alright, I'm not bothered for the rest of them. That's fine. What we got? It's an exploding cat. Alright. Fantastic. Sure. Okay. Not having the best of luck, I'm not gonna lie. Come on, some are good. We can use our portal gun now. We don't have Optifine installed. We can do this. Anything? And his name is who? Oh, flippin' heck. That one always gets me. We didn't die? Maybe like, no? Can I leave, please? What? Hold on. What is happening? Oh, fantastic. Okay. Alright. Well, that was, interesting, to say the least. Let me dump all of these flippin' twigs that we've got into this chest here. And you know what? We're gonna go to the Aether for the next one. We're not, because we don't have the Aether portal still up. Okay, we're gonna go back to the Nether. Real quick, one more icosahedron. Something good, please. I don't think I've ever gotten anything good out of these. Also, where did my portal gun go? Was it a portal gun glitch that caused that? Well, rest in peace. Please, don't kill me. Okay. Well, that was interesting enough. Let's go. let's just leave. Alright, let's just go. I've had enough of that for one day. Okay, so we were looking at the quest book. We needed to make the mystical white seed, right? So mystical white, yeah. So you can't get the floral fertilizer. I don't think you can craft the floral fertilizer in this pack. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a recipe for actually crafting it. But what you can do, so you can't like just bone meal grass in order to get the white flowers, but what you can do is you can use AgriCraft's mystical white seeds or mystical any color seeds. And we can get those using pure daisies and white tulips. So it's again a bit more crossbreeding here, but it shouldn't be too bad. So let's take one of these. Let's get rid of the sand that we got in the center here. And then if we put down some more crop sticks, and we replace the stuff either side, we should be able to get those white seeds fairly easily. So, we've already got both of the things we need, I think, in here. We've got the white tulip. What else do we need? The orchid? The daisy. We've got white tulip, we also need daisy. Daisy is not in here, but I think we may have used daisy earlier, and so it might be, yeah, it's inside one of these chests. So I'll take one of those as well. We can breed those together to get ourselves the white seed, then we can use that white seed to get just, kind of standard Botania petals. We can use it to get these mystical white petals here. And then we can also breed for any other color that we like as well. We've got a bunch of stuff. You can see here that orange requires red and yellow. So what can we use white for? We can use white. Actually, I don't know. There's some crossbreeding here, but I don't know how we'd get anything that's not the white ones, actually. I'm not quite sure, but we'll start with the white ones and we'll see how it goes. It might give us some floral fertilizer for completing it, actually. Now that I think about it, beta and this quest, it doesn't, which is a little bit annoying. There's also a quest to make floral fertilizer, but the recipe's not there. It might still work, I guess, but we'll see. We will find out shortly, I assume. So, crop sticks, we'll put you, and then we'll go boom, and then just like before, we'll go ahead and we'll bone meal up the ones either side, like that, and then we'll just cross the middle ones and get our watering can out. There is a chance that it'll just give us more of the ones either side, but hopefully, yeah, it didn't. So we're gonna have to do this again. It did give us the ones either side. No, am I doing this right? No, not even a little bit, Isaac. Are you doing it right? Nope. Not at all. You need to do it on Podzol. And so, we just need leaves. Fantastic. Okay. Forget what you just saw, chat. You saw nothing. None of that was real. You may have think you saw what you think you saw, but you didn't. Do we have a golden bag of holding? We do. Let me get this. Do one of these. We should have some more saplings in here. We do. Let's get like a tree or two going over here so we can... That's not what I want to do. Let me get like a tree or two going here so we can get some leaves. We should have, I think, some shears already in our system. And so getting some podzol should be super easy, actually. But flipping heck, I can't believe I did that. Gosh dang it. We don't. Okay, that's fine. Let's just get some iron. We should have like 200 iron in here. We do. Alright. Let us try this again. This time, maybe doing it the correct way. Get rid of that. Pick up some leaves. Again, I would like to store like excess leaves. So I'll put like some extra stuff in here. Take out, I only need 8. So I'll keep 8 of those. Alright. Let us see if we can freaking get this done. So we'll use our current dirt. We'll craft that up into a little bit of podzol. Like so. Kapow and kapow? Does it have to be a different type of leaf? It has to be spruce. Really? Really? Has to be spruce? It has to be spruce. Take 2. Dirt in the middle. Spruce leaves all around. That's going to get us the podzol. And so now, we should... Watch, we'll get it first time. That's my prediction. First time here. We're going to put some stuff back in our golden bag of holding. We're going to throw this down. Pow, pow. Watering can. First time. I don't think there's much else we can get from this. I don't think anything else... I don't think there's a lot of stuff that grows on podzol. And so we might get it first time. No, there we go. Use a hoe, not a mattock. The mattock works as a hoe drip. So it would have made no difference whatsoever. But it works. Here we go. We got ourselves some of these flipping things. Can I bone meal this? I can. Alright, finally. So now, what we can do is we can just go ahead and bone meal this over and over again. Just like we did before with the toast. And that's going to get us a bunch of these mystical white petals, which we can then use to get into some early game botanical stuff. So, let's grab these. And that should be like maybe a quest complete. If we get our golden bag of holding back out. Possibly. Let's have a look. Is that a quest? It is not. Oh, we need to break this. Yeah, there we go. That's going to go ahead and complete that quest. We will claim our reward. Also, let me get rid of like all of these freaking daisies. I don't need half of these in my inventory. I'll keep 1 or 2 just so we can do some more crafting later on down the line. But this is fine. So we'll throw you in there and in there. That's all good. And we'll throw that in there as well. Now we just need to get ourselves a Lexica Botania, a Petal Apothecary, a Pure Daisy, Living Wood, Living Rock, and a Wand of the Forest. It shouldn't be, actually, all that hard. And then once we've got all that stuff, we can start getting some mana into a mana pool and see about maybe getting some of those netherrack seeds. So, first things first, Pure Daisy. Actually, I guess first things first is Petal Apothecary, because we need the Petal Apothecary to get a Pure Daisy. So, it's pretty much just cobblestone. And when I say pretty much, I mean exactly, it's just cobblestone, nothing else. So, let us come over here. I don't think we need those anymore. Let's get some of these slabs going, and then we should just be able to get a Petal Apothecary like so. Super easy stuff. We should also request a bucket so we can actually get some of this stuff up and running. We've got some seeds, but do we have more? We do. So I guess we can use this 1 seed for making our first Pure Daisy here. Bucket is easy enough. What do we need for the Lexica Botania? We need a book and then any sapling in the game. Do we have a book? We've got 37. Also, I believe we've got bookshelves in our inventory. We do. So getting a book is super easy. This early game Botania stuff shouldn't take long at all. It should actually be super easy for us to get through this. So oak sapling with a book, that's going to get us the Lexica Botania. Once we've got that, let's put on our Petal Apothecary. I guess we should put this near our unlimited water source just so it's a little easier to craft stuff. So we'll put that like right about there, fill it up with water, and then what do we need for the Pure Daisy? We need to get ourselves, that's not the recipe, it's just 4 mystical white petals, and so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, I was mostly just checking to see if the recipe had changed. Thankfully, it has not. That's going to get us a Pure Daisy, which is fantastic. And so, what do we need now? We need Living Wood and Living Rock. So we need to do a couple of like runs with the Pure Daisy. Let me go and request a little bit more dirt from in here. We got 24. We should really also get some more dirt sometime soon. Thankfully, we've got a mob spawner, so getting more dirt should just be a case of getting some zombie brains, some saplings, and some sand, and it should be pretty easy stuff. So, this place is becoming, not gonna lie, a bit of a mess. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of, like, this piece and put my dirt here. This is where the pure daisy is going to go for now. It's probably going to be a temporary spot, but for the time being, that's where we're going to keep our pure daisy. Let me quickly go and request both. Actually, we can't request stone because we don't have any. So, I guess, let me get some cobblestone, which we already have. So let me put that back. And let me... Oh, it's full. Okay. Let me get rid of that just so our inventory doesn't get too clogged up. I'm going to put that cobblestone into our furnace here. While we're waiting for that to smelt so we can get stone, we can go ahead and grab 16 oak wooden logs. We're going to turn all those into... I don't want all of them. Oh, gosh. I wish you could put... Can you put one back by shift left clicking? No. Okay. Fantastic. I wish there was a way to put... There probably is, but if you know a way of putting one item back in a storage drawer instead of the whole set, please let me know in the Twitch chat. That would make life a little bit easier. And then we just have to go and do like 4 processes of this. I believe it takes about 60 to 90 seconds for this to complete. So about like a minute 20, a minute and a half maybe for each round. So it shouldn't take us too long to get the 16 living wood and the 16 living rock. And then once that is done, where was my quest book gone? It was just... Oh, it's there now. Okay. And then for the Wand of the Forest, we just need 2 white petals and 3 living wood, actually. So that's all super easy. So doing that quest, nice and easy stuff. Then we can go and I guess we have to get the Day Bloom. Is that enabled in this mod pack? It looks like it is. And then what do we need for the Endo Flame? Okay, so we need a Rune of Greed, which is... Oh, it's a little expensive. So I guess we have to use the Day Blooms and Nightshades for a little while here. The only reason I look at that is because in the new 1.10 version of the pack, there was no Daybloom or Nightshade. They were taken out. You just go straight in with the Endo Flame. The question for the storage drawers was, can we put one item in? Like right now, if I want to put this 8 wood in, it just puts all of my wood in. If I want to put 1 wood instead of all 64, is there an easy way to do that? Also, use your Black Lotuses. That is a good idea. We do have a couple of Black Lotuses. We should use those pretty soon. Let me... get my bag and get my hatchet. We should definitely have some stone in here now. We do. And we should now also have this stuff done. Yep, he is. Okay. This is all done, so let's go ahead and vermine that. And then let's go in for the second round here. I guess we... Oh, we put all our stuff back, didn't we? Alright, let's go like that. Okay. I won't make the Wand of the Forest just yet, because we need to get actually 16 living wood before we can complete the actual craft. I don't want that many. I only want 8. I like storage drawers in the way that you can use the drawer controller and this cool stuff you can do with them, but it's taken me a while to get used to the mechanics compared to like... Because like the jabber barrels and the cache and like the bin, they all use very similar hotkeys, whereas everything else is just a pain. It's just a pain. You can unstack them and put them in. Yeah, but that just takes extra time. That's just a pain. Also, we could just make like another one of these, right? Like we've got enough stuff to where we can probably just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then can I throw in like carrot seeds? Yeah. Hopefully they weren't our only carrot seeds. I'm almost certain that they weren't. But I guess let's just go ahead and do something like this, just to make the next 3 minutes a little quicker. So we'll do that. Get rid of that. We can put down more oak wood, like so. And then we can put down some stone as well, like so. Nice. Alright, so we got ourselves all of that stuff. So that should be almost all the quests complete now. All we need now is the Wand of the Forest, right? So back in the beta, we just need to get ourselves, yeah, Wand of the Forest. And we are good to go with that quest. So, let's do something like this. That's going to get us 1. We need 3 sticks to make this work. Once we've got 3 sticks, we've got the perfect amount of petals in our inventory to do something like that. That's going to get us the Wand of the Forest. And that should be the quest done. And it is. Nice. Okay, so, before we move on, let me first of all dump all of the absolute trash that we have in our inventory into this chest here, because we do not need most of the stuff that we have on us right now. Also, let me put, I guess, like, the gear thing back in up there. I'll take out the iron. We can move that. Also, I'm just going to take out everything that shouldn't be in here right now, which is pretty much everything. Let's take out all that. I'll leave the casting basin in. We could probably also leave the gears in, but I'm not gonna. I'm going to take those out as well. We're going to put almost everything back in here. The iron also shouldn't be in here. The iron should be in its own chest round by the whatchamacallit. So, you know what? I'll take that out as well. We'll do a little bit of housekeeping. Try and make things just a little bit tiny bit more organized. Alright, so we'll put the iron back in here. That is actually now full. And so we are going to have to upgrade that to a golden chest. Thankfully, we do have just enough gold. And by just enough gold, I mean 4 extra gold than what we need to upgrade that to a gold chest. So we do something like that. It's going to give us a little bit more space and tide us over for just a little while longer whilst we work on getting a better storage system up and running, I guess. So this is done. Let's go ahead and claim our reward, which is almost certainly going to be a chance cube and a reward bag. But we also get 3 day blooms and 3 nightshades, which is good. I'm going to assume that in this mod pack, another fuel efficiency upgrade, great. I'm going to assume that in this mod pack, we do not get to keep these. I'm assuming that after like 3 in-game days, they're going to die, they're going to wither away. Yeah, I wouldn't think that they would not, just simply because that's how, there is a config that does that. It's the default in Britannia in 1.7, and also I can't see Kappa mode being like, we'll make life easy on you. So, let's get a mana spreader and a mana pool. I think you do have to have mana in a mana pool in order for the Black Lotus to work. So thankfully, a mana pool is super easy. I think we're also going to need a little bit of gold and then a petal in order to get the mana spreader, unless the recipe has been changed in Kappa mode here. It has a little bit, actually. You don't need any gold, which is actually quite nice, because we're not doing so hot on gold, actually. Do we have what it takes? We definitely should have what it takes. Where did our seed go? Where did our seed go? There it is. Okay, let's take this back. Let's see about growing a couple more of those white flowers. Also, I don't have any bone meal on me either, so let's go and grab like another, I guess like I'll just grab a stack of that as well. We can always use it for apples if we don't use it on the white flower here. So we'll take those. We'll take this. Okay. Let's get ourselves a couple more petals here. Once we've got a few more petals, and also once we've got a couple more crop sticks, which I just also put back into the system. We just need 1 this time. We can go ahead and get a mana spreader. We can start to put down our day blooms and nightshades, and then we should be able to use our black lotuses, or our blacker lotuses. We got 1 black lotus and 3 blacker lotuses to get a good amount of mana in the mana pool. I've never actually used them, but people have told me that they are pretty good, and so I'm going to trust them and assume that they are pretty good. So let's throw that there. Let's do this. Let's get our bone meal out. Let's do something like that. We only need the 1 in order to get this thing up and running. So, do something like that. That might be the quest complete. And it is. Okay, here is the second part to it, though. We need a mana pearl and a mana diamond. Thankfully, we're not doing too hard on diamonds or ender pearls, respectively. So we can get both of those and do that fairly easily. Let's just grab all this stuff and the ender pearl when it arrives. And so now, let's put down the mana pool, like, I guess for now we'll just put it there. I'm going to put my mana spreader, like, there. I'm going to get rid of 1 of these for the time being. I'm going to replace that with, like, a day bloom. And then we can go ahead and hook that day bloom up to here. And I'll point that at this. It's going to be pretty slow. It's going to be, like, really bad. Let's also do, I guess, like, this as well, because we might as well. And hook that up to this one. So it's going to be real slow, and it's going to take a little bit of time before we get any mana. But once we do get some mana, I believe all we have to do is just throw this in, and it should produce mana. You'll see right now it's not doing it, and I think that's because there is no mana in there. I think once we get mana in the mana pool, all we have to do is just throw in these, and we might be good to go. And at that point, we could probably start to look towards getting those nether seeds. So we do need the runic altar to make this happen, and so we are going to have to get, can I do this? I can. So we are going to have to get either a mana pearl or a mana diamond, which I'm assuming is the next quest on in the quest book. Yeah, it's there. We need to get a runic altar. So now we've got this. We've got a little bit of mana in the mana pool. If I do this, yeah, there we go. That's didn't do a whole lot. What about this? That did a little bit. Not going to lie, it didn't do a whole lot, but it did a little bit. How much do we need for both of these? That can be done. And that can be done. Okay, not too bad. I was really hoping it would give us more than what it did give us, but it's not too bad, and that should be another quest complete. And it is, so we'll go ahead and we'll claim 1 of those reward bags. And so now we just need the runic altar, so we can do that fairly easily with some of the living rock, as well as 1 of these. I'm going to use the diamond because we've got more diamonds, so we do ender pearls. We might need those a little bit later on down the line. And so now that should be that quest complete as well. We are tearing through these quests. And then next up are some of the runes. Now, I'm not too interested in the runes. I would like, if possible, to get these nether seeds. So, to get these, we need 4 soul sand, which is easy enough, or 4 nether brick. I guess anything from the nether will work. That's all easy enough. 1 Manitio seed, which is, oh my goodness, what, half a mana pool worth of mana? That's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. Also, yeah, I guess for the Crucio Essence, we need Accio Essence, which needs a regular Infusion Stone, which needs a weak Infusion Stone, which needs a block of Terra Steel. What? Are you kidding me, game? What? Well, in that case, it's not going to be quite as easy as I anticipated. Might take a while, guys. It might take a little bit of time. That is the perfect time to spam Kappa in the chat. That is... yeah. God damn it. Okay, so in that case then, what quest is next? The next quest up is 100 years late. So Rune of Water, Rune of Earth, Rune of Fire, Rune of Air. How hard are these runes to make? Let's have a look. Rune of Water is not too bad, actually. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not too bad. Also, I guess I should check to see if we can, in fact, make the floral fertilizer, because it looks... There is a quest for it, right? Like, this quest down here wants us to make the floral fertilizer. Is this a repeatable quest? Ah, I see. So, for some reason, they've taken away the ability to actually craft it. Do we get a chance cube every time? Are we going to actually get, like, 1 trillion chance cubes here? Like, hold on. Hold on. We don't have any rose red. How do I... Actually, can I... I don't think I can use this, can I? Let me look here. If I want some rose red, I need... Yeah, I need a poppy seed. Okay. Poppy seed. I guess I could take that, but do we have actually poppy seeds in here? Yeah, poppy seed and dandelion seed. Okay. So, are we going to get so many chance cubes that it's actually kind of ridiculous? If we do this, and then I guess we can just do this. It's not going to affect things too much. We'll put that down there. And then, can we just... Yeah, that's going to get us a ton of dandelion yellow. And so if we just do... Obviously, we need bone meal to kind of keep this up. But we can just do this over and over again to get a bunch of dandelion yellow. And then once we've got a bunch of dandelion yellow, we'll go for 10 for now. We can get a bunch of rose red. I'm not too bothered about the light grey dye. Let me get rid of that for a second just to make some inventory space here. And then if we do something like this and get ourselves 10 of these, we should be able to do the quest kind of a couple of times over here. And if you do, in fact, get a chance cube every single time, that's a little crazy. So manually submit, claim reward. Manually submit, claim reward. Manually submit. What? What? We get a chance cube every single time? Well, I guess that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm glad that we can get floral fertilizer. That's good. And I'm glad that we can grow these poppies and these dandelions. So we can now get more stuff. So what we should probably do now, guys, is probably get like a big old grass platform somewhere. Well, big old dirt platform. Turn it into a grass platform. Start trying to get a bunch of flowers. And then trying to craft up, I guess, like a big old field of day blooms to try and get a decent amount of mana going and try and push towards some of those runes and see if we can get to the Endo Flames. But, I mean, we didn't break it. It's just a repeatable quest. I guess, for now, we should go and freaking open so many things. Why do you get a chance cube, a chance necklace or whatever? We should probably get a chance pendant, actually. That's probably a good idea. It will probably get us, like, significantly better results from our chance cubes. But you know how it is. You just go to the nether, put down, 7 chance cubes, and just vein mine them open. Okay. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, so that's what that's supposed to do. We don't take fall damage, so it's actually not too bad for us. No? Okay. 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 I want the diamonds. I want the diamonds. I mean, we've already got quite a few diamonds, but I'll take extra diamonds every day of the week. And then, did we have one more chance cube? We did. Oh, here Brian joined. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you left. Okay. Anything good? Who am I kidding? It's never going to be good. No? Oh! That thing usually explodes pretty quickly. Let's try these last two icosahedrons. Oh! Look at this! Ultimate solar panel from extra planets. We've got basic, advanced, ultimate, and hybrid. So do these produce redstone flux, or do these produce something else? If these produce redstone flux, these might actually be kind of useful. We could take this guy. Yeah, okay. You only really have to worry when you start getting, like, hordes of zombie pigmen, at which point they can easily kind of outgun you. If these produce redstone flux, though, I am actually extremely happy with the loot that we got. Let's have a look. So, if I was to... The hybrid one works throughout the night. So if I was to put this, like, right there. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. I mean... What? Hold on. 12? How do I want to change... I want to change the energy, like, number. Enable. Try / GCE. Oh, G, okay. Can I space? Redstone. Flux? This needs to be specific use / that. Space. RF? Did that... Oh, 7. 7. Guys, it's 7. It's 7. How much does this produce? 0. Oh, 32. Okay. It's not bad. I'm not complaining. I'll pick these up in a second, by the way, because they're a bit in the way. Not generating. Sun is not visible. It is at nighttime, so these are not going to work. But, okay. So, I thought that was producing a lot. But, I mean, it's at like 15 gigajoules? No, that definitely looks like it's... Actually, I don't know. 7 RF per tick is like... What? It's like 140 RF per second? It's still not a lot, though. 7. Gosh dang it. I really thought that was... really thought it was going to get me a decent amount of redstone flux. During the day, it might... That's a good point, actually. It is nighttime here. During the day, it might produce more than 7. The sun is rising, so you might see that sometime soon. How is... this doing? Let me get my golden bag of holding. I should keep this on my hotbar at like all times, because I want to be able to get my Wonder of the Forest out. Not doing great. Not gonna lie, it's not doing great. But now we've opened all that stuff. Let me go first of all see how many zombie brains we have. And let's get some more stuff. What's happening, Isaac? We are playing Project Ozone 2. That's what's happening. Right now, we're trying to progress on with a little bit more Britannia. I'm going to use some zombie brains here with some dirt to get a big old... well, actually, I'm going to use the zombie brains with some saplings and some sand to get a big old pile of dirt. We're going to set up a big old grass platform, and we're going to use this floral fertilizer to try and get some more Britannia stuff. And then hopefully, we're going to try and craft up some more day blooms and get a decent amount of mana, because you need a ton of the stuff in order to get anywhere into magical crops. Okay. Alright. Do we have a grass seed? I don't think that we do, unfortunately. We could probably sieve a bit more dirt and try and get some. How are these doing? 55 and 110. That's actually really good. Right now, that power is going to waste, unfortunately. But during the day, they do produce quite a bit of power. We should definitely get those hooked up to something. But right now, we're kind of just struggling to store the power that we have, which I guess is a good problem to have. Do we have any grass seeds? We do, actually. We got one grass seed. I love it. Do we still have our watering can on us? We do not. We can use the watering can to spread that grass out a lot faster. F7. Yeah, we do not want mobs. Oh gosh, we do not want mobs swarming us. So let's go ahead and light all this up, and then let's go. And this should spread pretty quickly. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. But there we go. So now, let me quickly get rid of all these lines. There we go. Turn off F7, and we should be able to use our floral fertilizer here to get a bunch of different flowers, which is going to make life a bit easier. And we should, I think, maybe be able to use these to get... Actually, I have no idea. I have no idea how we're supposed to get the other colors, actually. So, hold on, we should probably get a pouch, actually, now I think about it. We should get a flower pouch so I can hold all this stuff. But, looking at the recipes, for example, if we look at the uses for this, we can make the blue petals. And we can get the blue petals from the blue flower seed. Oh, I guess we can get blue flower seeds with blue orchid and allium? Okay, and then we can use blue flower. So I'm guessing we can get all of the primary colors, all of like the base colors using the AgriCraft seeds, and then we can get the rest of them by combining the base ones together? I'm assuming that's how that works. That's probably going to be pretty useful, but I guess for now I'll just do this, because bone meal's fairly easy to come by thanks to the mob spawner, and the dandelion yellow and rose red is also pretty easy to come by thanks to the AgriCraft stuff. Kind of want to go for the endo flames because they don't disappear, but at the same time, to get the endo flame, you need the rune of greed, rune of water. That might be doable though, but we need a rune of greed for every single endo flame that we get. Although you do get runes back, but we won't get this rune back. I guess once we've got this, once we've got a rune of spring and a rune of water, all we'll need to get more runes of greed is just 2 diamonds in the mana, right? So I guess that's fine. Okay. First things first, flower pouch. What do we need for a flower pouch? We need 5 wool and 1 of any color petal. That is going to be my first priority because I'm already fed up of holding all of this stuff. So let's go ahead and grab this. What's the recipe for End of Flames? You've just seen it. I read the message a bit too late, but it's not particularly hard, but it's not also super easy. But I think we will kind of mainline it here a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves a flower pouch. And then let's, like, just put all of the freaking flowers in there so we don't have to fudging hold on to all of these. And we should probably take out everything that we've put into our golden bag of folding. Also, why do I have my pyrotheum on me? Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need these either, I guess. Or the netherrack. Golden bag of folding. Let's take all these out. And then let's get all those back into the flower pouch. Alright. So that's all filled up. But yeah, I guess we should mainline the endo flames, right? So, outside of the rune of greed, they're actually pretty easy. It's just 4 different colored petals and 1 mana powder, which is just gunpowder in the mana pool. So, all we need is the rune of greed. He says that as if it's going to be a walk in the park. We need 1 mana steel, 1 fishing rod. This is not too bad. This is not too bad. Okay. Let's go back up here. Let us see what we can get. So first things first, let's see about getting fishing rod. Do we have what it takes? Done. Request. I think we do have what it takes. What's next? We also need to get so gunpowder, iron, bone meal, and sugarcane. So let's go for... Do we have any gunpowder in here? We do, okay. We also have like a bunch more at our mob farm as well. So gunpowder, bone meal. Did I request a bone meal? No. Bone meal. Sugarcane. We should probably grow more, but we've got our sugarcane seeds to get more of that. Shouldn't be too hard. And then iron ingot, we'll also take 1 of those as well. Also, I would like to order this by number again. There we go. Cool stuff. What else do we need? That's pretty much everything for the water rune. What do we need for the rune of spring? We need a water rune again, so we can reuse the old one. And then we need a rune of fire. And so for that, we need another another gunpowder, another iron, nether brick, gunpowder, and nether wart. This is actually not too bad. Nether wart we've got, nether brick we've got, gunpowder we have got, apparently in spades as well from sieving, is it dust? And then iron as well, we can take another iron ingot. This should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, so we'll take out all this stuff here. Is there anything we're missing? The iron ingots? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, put the sticks back in. Get a fishing rod. Okay, I think we might be getting somewhere. Finally. I think we might be getting somewhere. Okay, so, how much mana do we currently have in our mana pool, and how much do we need for each of these runes? So for the rune of water, we don't need much. Actually, I think for the rune of water, we have enough. So, put that there. How much living wood do we have? Do we have enough to make another spreader? If not, that's not too big of a deal. We don't, which is a shame. I guess we could we can get some more living wood real easily, but for now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my hatchet, get rid of this, and put it... I don't know how good of an idea that was, because our day blooms are going to disappear soon. But I'm going to put it there, going to put that there, and then now, if we put all of this stuff on, we should be somewhat good to go. So, fishing rod, okay. We also need this and this. So, we'll go... Boom. Do we not have enough to make 1 of these? Is that not how it's made? Is that not how it's made? They have changed the recipe? It's steel. Of course it's steel. Why would it not be steel? Just to make life a little bit harder, why would it not be steel? Okay. Yeah, all right, we're gonna have to wait for some steel, guys. Also, nom nom nom. I see. I see. Do not fear. Okay. We should also probably, let's see, saplings. I'm going to request like 30 more saplings, and I'm going to try and make some more dirt just so we can put down some more of these day blooms with nightshades, because why not? Also, we got 26 dirt. I'm just going to request this. I'm going to request like 10 dirt, and I'm going to make some more space for some more day blooms and some more nightshades, and we'll get those down as well. Let's make sure that we connect all of these up. Like so. Are you still connected? You are not. That's fine. There we go. Everything's connected. That should start to fill that up a little bit quicker. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Nightshades are working now because it's night. Day blooms will start working in the day. That's all good. How are we doing on the steel? Is it going well? It is. Okay, so we'll take that. That's going to get us the 2 mana steel that we need. I don't know if we're going to have enough mana left after we use the mana steel to get our other rune. But we'll do that. I guess we might as well also do this whilst we wait. And then, where's our other gunpowder? Did I get that? I know I requested... Did I not request a second gunpowder? Or am I blind? I can't see it in my inventory, so I'll request another one. Also, did I put my pure daisy away? No, is it in... Oh, it's in my inventory. That's where it is. Okay, so we'll take this. We'll get our second... yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll take our second one of these, our second mana dust. There we go. And then let's get these daisies back up as well, because we should just really have those down. So dirt, go there. We'll stick down our daisy, and I'll go and grab some more wood and stone in a second. Also, I don't want to get rid of that just yet. So you know what? I'll keep the other daisy in my inventory. What do we need? We need more wood. Should be easy enough. Search for overgrown seed in the loot bags. Otherwise, your flowers will respawn. Yeah. I'm aware the flowers will respawn. Do we have any overgrown seeds, though? We do. So how do the overgrown seeds work? I've seen these before. I believe we can just use that to keep one flower around, right? Let me see. Overgrown seed. An overgrown seed is an elusive item which can be used to enhance a piece of grass via right-clicking on it in the world, creating enhanced soil. Flowers that are rooted on the enhanced soil will function as at double the normal speed. Passive flowers planted on this soil won't get the speed boost, instead they will simply not decay. There is one problem though. No known method of creating them exists. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Okay, quick question, chat. If I... This thing, will this one not decay now? Like, if I do... So it needs to be grass for a start, apparently. I can't do it on dirt. But if I put this back down, will this one not decay? Has this one already... I'm assuming this one's already started to decay. Do I need to use a fresh one, or will it just work kind of retroactively? Also, maybe we have to, like, sieve some dirt to try and get some another grass seed here. Did we get any grass seeds? We did not. That sucks. Is there an easy way to get grass seeds? I feel like there isn't, and I kind of wish that there was. There's not a super easy way for us to make grass without having the Philosopher's Stone, which were, you know, a couple of episodes at least away from being able to get. 7% drop chance. Okay. Let me get a little bit more here. So where do we get these overgrown seeds from? Does it tell us what loot bag it's from? It doesn't, but does anyone in chat know which loot bag it's from? Oh yeah, we got Slug Touch on our Mattock, haven't we? Where's my... Yeah, I've got Slug Touch on my Mattock. You in chat are a genius. I'll find your name in a second. Let me get my magnet out and let's charge this thing up in the capacitor bank. Joboz, or Joboz, and anybody else who also said it? Let me charge that up. It's actually fully charged. Okay, let me activate that. Let's go and get some Slug Touch grass. That makes a lot more sense than anything else. Common loot bag? Is that where they're from? Because right now we're turning all of our loot bags... Oh, gosh. Oh, we can get out of here. We can do this. Right now we're getting all of our... We're turning all of our loot bags into legendary loot bags right now. And so we don't actually have any common ones. There we go. Okay. I only need the one. And actually, I should probably... I don't have any dirt on me. That's fine. So should I be turning them into common loot bags in order to get the overgrown seeds, or to try and get the overgrown seeds? Or is it a better idea to go for the stuff that I've already got, like going for the legendary stuff? Okay, so we do this. That looks pretty cool. And we do this. So that's not going to work at double the speed anymore, but it lasts forever. And I guess if we can get a couple of those going, if we can get like a lot of those overgrown seeds, we could get quite a Darebloom farm going that could, in theory, produce quite a bit of mana. Also, I needed some wood to get myself another mana spreader, so let me quickly... Oh, I've already got the wood. I've already got the wood. Didn't see it there. Just use overgrowth bug, if it still works. What is the bug? Put dirt in your inventory and wand the overgrowth? So you're saying, like, if we, first of all, got rid of this, and I was to... I'm holding some dirt. If I do... This does not seem to... This does not seem to work. Builder's wand. Oh. Are we about to, Are we about to cheat here? Is that what we're about to do? If we take this and do... Oh, I mean... It's a bit cheaty. But at the same time, it's real grindy. And, you know, I mean, ooh. I mean, that's pretty nice. Let me clear some space here. Ooh. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Little bit cheat. If you're against cheating, I respect that. And so I'm going to respectfully say, look away now. And, open your ears in a few seconds when you, can assume that I have done this all. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Again, okay. I should clarify here. We could, much like with the earlier power bug, okay? Much like with the earlier power bug, where we still have this, I guess, over here, but we're not using it. You know, we're not abusing the 12 million redstone flux that we're generating here. Much like with that, we're not gonna abuse this. You know, I won't be creating huge fields of this. You know, but it doesn't hurt to have, you know, a little bit of extra stuff. You know, a little bit clever use of game mechanics. Yeah, there you go. It's just a clever use of game mechanics. There we go. So, like I said, we probably won't make any more than this. I'm not going to make like a huge-ass field full of just enhanced soil. But, banned. I'm not going to make a huge field with like enhanced soil. But I like this little like section we got here. We can get ourselves like, what, 5 Ender Flames and 5 Nightshades fully like set up. And then just have them run consistently, which is going to make life a little bit easier. I assume this will be patched at some point in maybe in the near future. I'm not quite sure. I guess it depends where the bug lies, but that seems to be working. It's not like we're producing flipping trillions of mana either, is it? Come on now. Where is my flower pouch? So, what do we need for the Darebloom? The ban hammer is coming for you, Isaac. Isaac, sorry, you're banned. Stream goes black in 5, 4. Oh. The stream just shuts down. He's been banned for his elite hacks. Okay, let's take that one, and what other color do we need? Is it orange? Light orange? Yeah, orange as well. Okay. So I'm going to try and make a couple more of the Dareblooms here. And kapow, and kapow. Why not use Ender Flames? We are going to use Ender Flames at some point, and I might just put my Ender Flames on the enhanced soil here because they work at double the speed, but, the reason we're not using Ender Flames right now is because the Ender Flames are a bit more expensive in this pack. So they require the Rune of Greed, which requires the Rune of Spring, which requires some more runes. They need a lot of runes in order to get it going, and so we need a little bit of mana to get started before we can get to that Ender Flame. Like, we don't have enough mana in our pool right now to get all of that. Are all these hooked up? They are all correctly connected. And so this is just a bit of mana to kind of get us going. Use the cake one since you have infinite cakes. We could use the Kekimuro's flowers. What are these like? We do need pixie dust, so we have to get the Alpine portal and throw like some ender pearls through there first. Yeah, the mana pearls. And we also need the rune of gluttony, which is probably about as hard as the rune of the one for the ender pearl. So that wouldn't be too bad, but we do have to get the portal up and running first, which requires terra steel and all kinds of stuff. So we'll probably have to go start. We'll probably start with endo flames and move the way up to that. So we'll find out. We'll do that. We'll probably get some Kikimura's flowers at some point, but we'll definitely start out with just the endo flames because they seem a little bit easier. However, now we've got all that. Oh my gosh, I'm still getting trash thrown at me. Why is this being thrown at me? I feel like that should be going into here just fine, but it's not. We should have all the stuff to make the rune of water, right? That's not my golden bag of holding. It's this one here. So we needed bone meal, we needed sugarcane, we needed this and this. So let's see here. So bone meal, sugarcane, one of those, and then the fishing rod, which is there. There we go. It made the sound, but nothing's gonna happen yet because it can't use the mana from there. We need to get a mana spreader, which is why we have all of this living wood right about here. So let's grab all that. Let's quickly head on back and let's use some of our excess petals here to get ourselves an extra mana spreader. Like so. And then we should be able to actually, I think, make this. I think we've got enough mana in our pool here to make this happen. Now, we can't see it going across because I've currently got particles turned off because we've got like a potion effect happening here, water breathing and night vision, and I don't want those filling up the screen. But no, this looks like we should be easily fine. Go to the Erebus dimension, then you can go to the mining world. I heard the Erebus is not a particularly fun place to be. Also, we need some living rock. We need some living rock. I don't think we're quite going to be able to get to an endo flame just yet, but we can definitely do that and that. That's going to get us 2 of the runes of water. Let's go back over to the ender. I keep having an ender. Let's go back to the ender flame. What else do we need? So we've got the rune of water. Mana diamonds are easy enough. For this, we need another rune of water. So all we need now is the rune of fire, which is actually not bad. As I mentioned before, it's actually not bad. So we need that, we need this, we need this. What else do we need? Just normal gunpowder? Also, we don't need that, actually. We just need normal gunpowder. I wasted a bit of gunpowder there, but that's fine. Gunpowder. There we go. Can you customize particles in Optifine? We can, but we took out Optifine earlier whilst trying to fix some mouse problems. I could probably add it back in, because I don't think that was what was causing the mouse problems, but I'm not going to do it now. I might add it back in between streams if it becomes too much of an issue, but it's not really an issue not being able to look at the mana particles. We do also need one of these as well. I didn't waste a mana, a gunpowder. But there we go. Hopefully we've got enough mana to make this happen as well, and we should just be able to throw this on it. And then at that point, we're pretty much good to go. All we need to do after that is get 3 saplings and a wheat, which I think we already have. We might be able to make that rune already. We might be able to make the rune of spring, but I just don't think we have what it takes to make the rune of greed, but we might be able to do it soon. Let's see. Kapow, kapow. That's that done. How are we doing? We've got a little bit still left. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. So, let's grab 1 wheat and then 3 saplings. And see if we can, see if we can't get this show on the road. So we'll take those, bring them down to the hotbar so we can easily put them onto the runic altar. So wheat, sapling, sapling, sapling. And then it was what? Fire and water? Is that right? Yeah, fire and water. Now we should get the fire and water back once this is done. Question is, are we going to have enough mana to make this happen? I think we actually might. Yeah, since you get all the runes back, it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Unfortunately, you don't get the runes back for this, though. Like, this rune of greed will disappear. But thankfully, we'll get the rune of water back and the rune of spring back. So really, all we're giving up is the mana diamonds when we make each endo flame. Each subsequent endo flame, I should say. But this looks okay. It seems like, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like it's using a lot less on that bar than it says it's going to use in NEI. I don't know if that's like a glitch or if we're just producing more than I thought, but it seems to all be working pretty well. So now, we just need 2 diamonds. We just need 2 diamonds, and we're good to go. Let's take our 2 diamonds. Hopefully, we've got enough mana. I think we should have enough mana to make 2 mana diamonds. I don't recall it taking too much a second ago when we made them. There we go. So, do we have enough mana here to make this Rune of Greed? I would say no, because it looks like it uses a ton of mana, but at the same time, I'm going to try it anyway, because we don't have a whole lot to lose here. So, Rune of Spring, Rune of Water. Let's see. Let's see if we have what it takes. Because it looks like it's using a lot less mana than it says it's going to use, which I guess is good. But we might be able to do this. We might be able to do this. This is done, though. So, kapow. Nice. Okay, so we did get our runes back, which is good. So now, if you want to get an Endo Flame, it's actually super easy. 2 brown, 1 red, 1 grey, 1 of these, and 1 of these, and we should be pretty much good. So, drop and drop. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Kapow. Alright, we've got an Endo Flame. I'm going to insta-replace, like, this Nightshade. It's gone. So now we got that. Is it hooked up? It is. So what are we doing on mana right now? We've got a little bit of mana. What if we do this? I want my magnet off. Magnet, turn it off. Shut it down. Do that. That should ignite the Endo Flame, which should start producing, it should start burning at twice the speed that it normally burns, and it should go pretty quick, hopefully. I can hear it burning every so often. It's filling that up definitely a lot faster than we were doing it before. Isn't there a jar you can make that auto-fills the apothecary for you? I have no idea. I didn't know that was a thing, but there might be. I'm not quite sure. Someone said no buffering. Try lowering the stream to a lower quality. Try like high, medium, low on mobile. The jars from Thorncraft, not in this pack. Ah, that's a shame. But I don't think that wood should despawn now. That should get us, it's not getting us like tons of mana. You know, it's not, we're not rolling in the mana now. But now that we've got the 1 Endo Flame, getting more of them should be fairly easy, because again, now all we need to do is, to make a second one, we need more petals, which are easy enough, obviously a bit more gunpowder, which is easy enough, and another Rune of Greed, but we get to keep the water and the spring, the Rune of Water and the Rune of Spring, so it's just 2 diamonds for every Endo Flame, which is a bit expensive, but it's not inconceivable that we can replace all, 10 of these, like, flowers here on this enriched soil, or enchanted soil, with Endo Flames pretty soon, and then just start throwing coal or wood or whatever we want onto these Endo Flames to get a decent amount of mana going, and then we might even be able to start getting into some Terra Steel, maybe start getting into some magical crops, and start just pushing things on a little bit more, because flipping heck, we need a lot of mana. We need a freaking heck of a lot of mana. But with that, guys, I'm going to end the Project Ozone 2 stuff here for now.